Welcome back to the Colts Cast. He is Jamal Lawrence, and I am Eric Smith, your host of the Colts Cast. Jamal,
What
you
up?
you always know the Colts Cast aims to deliver high quality content
Mhm.
day in and day out. But today we're gonna deviate from the mainstream coverage for the OTAs. Like I'm not trying to dabble into whether Anthony Richardson missed a throw on 7-on-7s or not. It's not the day for that. I know a lot of people say he's struggling. I ain't trying to hear that in early June. Let's visualize something else instead. Let's fast forward almost a year into the future with Anthony Richardson, of course. He actually shows some solid development in year 3, and the Colts are content with their QB selection with a 10-win season. So we go
Mm.
10-7.
Hmm.
Let's say we have a first round bounce in the playoffs. So we're good enough to get double digit wins, but we're not good enough to get over the hump. We get a first round exit, yada yada. Good foundation. And now it's time to build towards contention. Enter the 2026 NFL draft prospect, Ohio State safety Caleb Downs, brother of yours truly, Josh Downs. Hot take here, Jamal.
Let's
Hot
hear it.
take. We're doing a hot take today.
Mm.
The Indianapolis Colts should trade up to secure Caleb Downs. Jamal, where are we starting today?
Whew. Well, he broke that ice with some real hotness right there. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about Eric's hot take and what do you think Caleb Downs should be traded down for. I mean, listen. Caleb Downs, as you already mentioned, my man is the brother of Josh Downs, the young Josh Downs, the dog on our squad. These guys come from a family of athletes. I mean, obviously, Josh is our wide receiver here. Caleb, and
Which number, though? Which wide receiver is he?
hey, bro, he wide receiver one in my eyes. What's
Hey,
up?
talk to
That's why
him.
he wear that number one on his chest.
Talk
Wide
to
receiver
him.
one.
Talk to him.
For those of you who don't know, their dad played in the NFL as well as their uncle played in the NFL. So this is a family affair of athletes, man. And we're talking about another dog that's coming out of this household. I know we can remember this is not a Josh Allen episodes, but I know we could think back to when Josh Downs got drafted. That video, man, you could see that dog fight in his eyes when he was like crying on the screen, hyped up, ready to go about being on the squad. Yeah, his brother, Eric, I know you can attest to this. You can see from any footage, his brother takes this thing up another level. Their compassion and their love for the game and their knowledge of the game is next level. And Caleb is none short of somebody who the Colts should make the move to get if they have the opportunity to. You got to. You're talking about a guy who was a SEC freshman, freshman of the year at Bama. Nick Saban don't just let any freshman step on the field whenever they're there. He let this dude step on the field as a freshman, and he led the SEC.
I,
Go ahead.
yeah, I saw a play actually at when he was at Alabama. Literally watched him. He got fucking double team, Jamal. Double team on a QB design run. And he still made it past those defenders. I'm sorry, the blockers. And and then it was still a tackle for a loss. Double team, still tackle for a loss. No wonder he started as a true freshman for Nick Saban. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I've seen and read many things of people comparing him, to Minka Fitzpatrick when he was there. I mean, that's a hell of a comparison if you want one ever. That's what you want to be compared to. So these things, and he did it at Bama, like I said. Then of course Nick Saban left. He retired. So then Down said, okay, let me take my talents up to Ohio State, where he was an All-American there for them. Also, don't forget, won the Natty with them. Still a tackle machine across the board. As much as I don't like Ohio State fans, listen, I gotta respect how much they admire this dude. Because if you watch any video on YouTube with him, they in the comments heavy, like just riding him like a bus route. And I see why, because this dude does everything on the field, off the field. He can make a play. He's smart enough to be in coverage where he needs. He can run downhill fast. He can hit somebody, like you mentioned, Eric. He can shake off people. He can go against 2-on-1s. It doesn't matter. He's just an all around player. And then you just hear him talk off the field. I mean, what more could you ask for in a player who knows the game on the field, but can also put on that suit and tie off the field and just make you be like, damn,
Mm,
this is a great decision.
two blockers on, like, again, two blockers on this man, and he's still got a tackle for a loss. Jamal, I mean, look, he's the best overall draft prospect as of right now for the 2026 NFL draft. Because guess what? I don't believe Arch Manning is coming out next year. He's the next best prospect across the board. He's currently number one on a lot of big boards. You know, I think it's been quite some time since we've seen such an elite talent at the safety position. We've seen some good safety draft prospects, never one that's talked about being a top 5 draft pick. You're talking about the ultimate weapon, 6', 205, just as athletic as Nick Emanwari, but he has the instincts of Troy Polamalu. This
Mm,
guy is legit, can play man or zone at a high level. Awareness is on another level. Moves like a corner, hits like a linebacker. I don't know if you've watched any film on him. I mean, these hits are controlled, violent hits. These
yeah,
are devastating hits that, man, I it's just he's an exceptional open field tackler as well. You know, like if this guy led the Colts in tackles as a safety, I'd be like, no, that's fine. Like he's built different. I know there was a lot of questionable people saying Nick Cross as a tackler leading the team in tackles, but you know, if Caleb Downs led it, I'd be like, oh, well, that's Lou Anarumo's chess piece. Like I see why. Um, but yeah, just violent hits. Highlight reel goes on and on. Run defense is A1. He's versatile, free safety in the box, slot corner. You know, put him on. Like he could probably play running back, man. Like it don't matter. He will thrive wherever he's at, and he single handedly saved football games for Ohio State last year. Like him, just him.
hmm
And I love Tyler Warren. I'm glad he's on the Colts. But guess who shut down Tyler Warren last year
hmm
against Penn State and Ohio State? You guessed
yeah,
it. You guessed it. Caleb Downs was all over that, man. It was crazy because, like, you know, Warren has that size advantage. It don't matter. It don't matter. Downs is that good. Incredible punt returner too. Like he can play special teams for us. That I would say that position is
yeah,
probably wide open. I mean, there's no like real stud there. But like
yeah. We
I
thought
know
Anthony
people.
Gold's gonna be that guy. He wasn't, so we can
I
put
mean,
somebody
he
else in
could
there.
still be that guy, but like Downs
Still could
looks
be.
electric when he has the ball
Oh
in his
yeah,
hands. So he can add another element to the forgotten special teams unit. But like I know people are gonna be like, yo, we don't need a safety, bro. We got Cam Bynum, we got Nick Cross. Look, Anarumo does not shy away from those 3 safety looks. So don't tell me we don't need a safety. Again, he can play in a lot of different alignments. So it'll be fine. He will find a way to be on the field, to be one of those 11 on this defense. Um, I just can't envision us getting beat over the top, which happened quite frequently last year with this guy on the 3rd level. So,
hmm
small gun to my head, if I had to pick a player out the next draft class that'd be a future All Pro, I'm taking Caleb Downs, and I think that is worth the draft capital you have to give up to go get him. Especially if this quarterback class is better, we're still going to see quarterbacks go off the board. There's some good tackles potentially. You know, maybe safety's not too high on positional needs for a lot of teams. We need to go in there and get him. That's what I'm saying. And I just think if the Colts are in a scenario where they can move the needle and get them into NFL contention, I don't know how Caleb Downs doesn't do that for us.
I can't add anything else to that. I mean, you said it all right there. He moves that needle. That's what it's about. Bringing this defense up another tick.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Who's gonna say that that's a reach?
I don't know.
Let me know in the comments if that's a reach to take one of the best safety prospects in the last few decades. I mean, y'all let me know. He hit like Bob Sanders. He anticipates like Palomalu. I don't know, man. He's just incredible. So I'll give up whatever. I won't say whatever it takes, but
Sure, but
we you know if
anything
Balor's
that's
still
gonna
there.
Anything that's gonna help this defense become a lockdown D, because
Dog.
that's what it's about in the day. I don't care who you are, what you say. The defense, you gotta have that strong defense. Of course, we want to score 40 points a game and so on and so forth. But we gotta have a D that can also stop teams at any time.
Top 5
Got to.
secondary. You
Top
add
5.
him as top 5. Charvarius Ward plays at his 2022 levels or 2023. You let's say Jalen Jones takes another step up. We still got Kenny Moore, Cam Bynum. It's a movie. Nick Cross takes another. Fam, I know.
Looking up.
Fam, like y'all are giving me hype about this. How far is Ohio State for y'all?
3-4 hours, 2.5 hours.
He right there at home. I mean,
yeah.
I guess it's probably not home for. I mean,
it'll be home. It'll be home with him and his brother.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Exactly.
Dude.
I mean, he grew up in Georgia, right? But
yeah,
it all. Yeah, his brother's right here in Indy.
He got a roommate. He got a roommate right there.
Bruh, Caleb Downs is the best player on Ohio State right now. Well, you can maybe argue Jeremiah Smith or something like that,
Sure.
but I don't know. He go watch the film, guys, ladies and gentlemen. If we can get Caleb Downs, if we're in the position to take him, that's all I got, Jamal.
That's all,
if Ballard is not picking up the phone, if he's still there, if he's not picking up the phone to move up and he's found this quarterback of the future, you can fire him after that. So
that's what it's gonna take, man.
I mean, who you want more?
I don't need anybody else more, man. Get the young Downs in there.
Get Downs in there. I mean, we gotta get some play on names after that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We got both of the Downs on there. It'd be awesome. I think it'd be great. So
I agree.
Super hot take. Trading up draft capital for a safety. Let us know what you all think in the comments. If you're still here at the 12-minute mark. Jamal, you got anything else?
That's it for me.
That's it for me as well. Thank you for listening to the Colts Cast. We're live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. And we'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. Take it easy.
Take it easy.